Hello guys. So one of the projects we are going to be doing is the musical keyboard and scratch. We'll go to the scratch tray. It's the up and scratch tray. We have our scratch loading, and I'll be deleting this sprite and open the musical keyboard. We'll be building. Okay, let me show you how it is, how it works. My full screen. So you have the musical keyboard here. Simple. What it means is click on this, click the keys to play music. The faster you click on it loads more music. Now you notice that it shows the color tries to change the depth and come back. This is actually what I'll show you how to do that. If I minimize it and we go to each keys, you see each home block. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see clearly. You see each home block on it. This is the blocks of code we picked to actually make each note play its own music. So I will show you how to do one, then you just replicate that. Then how do you do that? I'm creating the keynotes. You click on the sprite, not the backdrop. Careful on the sprite, then go to paint. It opens your costume tab on the paint section. You see a new sprite is created here. Click on this rectangle and draw your sprite. So if you don't know how this is done, this field talks about the color that is inside of whatever you are drawing, while the outline talks about these boxes, this square outside. So we have here is the sizes that of your outside square. So this is 4 size, this size is the outline is actually size 4, while the field is purple. You can actually change the field color from here. If it suits you, you can apply this like I've told you guys, and you click here, you see you have changed it to different colors as you want. That's actually how you do that. When you are done, you go back to your code tab and you have your sprite is created here. Then you can actually arrange it, place it where you want it to be. When you have done that, I will now show you how to make it multiple. So what you just need to do is, when you have done one, you don't need to go and be go to paint again to create for others. What you just do is right click here, click on duplicate. So right click on the sprite and click on duplicate, and you see that we have no. You can see that we have other sprites. So what you do is, when you click on sprite 1, you can see, you can now arrange it. You can see them here, but the color looks same. What do we do? When you click on this sprite 2, you want to change the color, go to costume, go to your paint, pick a different color you want to use. Let's say it's blue, and you paint it blue. You can see it's blue. Then you click on sprite 3, still on the costume tab, you can change the color, light, and say okay, you want something like this, click on it. So you can see, so this is actually how I did all these keys to make sure that they are actually different. Then we'll click back on our code block. So after doing that, you have all this, then you go and import Terra, which is this just like the chorister or the robot that will be telling you how to start your music or what to do. So you go to your sprite, click here to choose a sprite. I usually use Terra or Gobo. You can use Gobo. You see Gobo, or You can use Terra, whichever one suits you. So I use Terra. You just click on it and add Terra. Yeah, but let's add Gobo so it will look different. So add Gobo. So you can see Gobo over here. So that's actually how I was able to achieve this and this. Now let's go over to how I actually coded each note to work. Here I'll click on this sprite, come over here, change this one to, let's say, note K, then come over here, change this one to note M, come over here, change this one to note, sorry, not note, key, U, change this one to, raise this to key, M, alright, U, and this should be key K, so over here you can see we have key K, M, U, and Gobo over here. So what do we do for each sprite to write our code so it can work? For the sprite, for the code to play, what we do is you go to your event log, select when this sprite clicked, we'll drag it and drop it in the box. And what should happen when the sprite is clicked? We'll go to sound, pick, play start sound, pop. But we don't need pop, we need the sound for this key. So what do? We'll go to the sound section, this is the pop, we'll delete the pop. Now I'll click on this to choose a sound. Then I need the keynote, so I'll go to note section, click on note. Then I need a piano. You can see that A piano, you see B piano, you can see for pianos. So because we are not playing bars, so if we are actually doing other project like those I want to advance their project to use something like a drum or a trumpet and actually pick all these notes for your trumpet when each key is pressed. Then the trumpet. Now I'll be selecting A, E. You can see it, I won't play it. You can see, so we'll come here, I'll change it to key note K, so it will be for this keyboard, for this key K. So I'll come here, I'll say note K. When I click on code, I'll say play note K. When I click on this sprite, you can see it. So when it plays, I will come and add a wait log control, wait for just 0.5 seconds before you play the next one. What happens? I'll click on it, it's playing note key. Then I'll click on the key M and select the same thing, which is event. When this sprite is clicked, go to sound, start sound. So we haven't added the sound, so we'll go to sound, delete pop, add a new sound, go to notes. Now watch as I do it. I've used this note A piano already for key K, so I'll be using this one. Click on it, let's listen to it. Okay, that's cool. And I'll come here and say this is note M. I'll click on it and click here, go back to Apple. So I'll change this to note M. When I click on this, see, then we'll add one more control. We want it to wait for 0.5 seconds. So you can see it. So K and M. So I don't want this video to be long, so you do the same thing for other keys you have. Then what you just need to do is for the color effect. How do you apply the color effect? So what you do is, under your code, you add looks and come to change color effect by 25. You drag this, add under, then wait for 0.3 seconds, not 0.5 for the color. Then what do? You go back to looks and clear the graphics. So what happens is, when you click the sprite, you place keynote M, then it waits for 0.5 seconds, then change the color to make it looks like beautiful, and wait for 0.3 seconds and it removes the color. So this is what it does. So when we click on key M, it's only yet applied on key M. When we click on it, you can see the color changes and going back. So we have this already. So we'll just be writing the code for our character. And how do we do that? To click on Google. When the green flag is clicked, you pick your event. Then you go to looks. You want it to say for 2 seconds. Click the keys to play music. So we have that right here already. So when we click on the green flag, you see that Google says click the keys. Sorry, it's too long. Okay, yeah. Let's hide our own, or hide this. So when you click on the green flag, you click the keys to play music. So then you can now start clicking the keys and it's applied. So this code we use here is actually what you will use for order of your keys you are adding. But what you just need to do is change the note. So each key should have a different note from the sound tab. So you pick a different note for each key and apply to it. So that's actually how it works, and I will probably hide this. Let's hide this once. We have hidden this. So what happens is, when we make the full screen big, you see what we could apply. For this one, we didn't apply the color, but it plays the notes. When you click the green flag, say let's place the key. So that's it. And I'll also be dropping the link of this project I worked on below, so you can actually look at the link and see my own project in case you want to copy some of my code. And that's it. So you guys, I have a challenge for you guys, which I want to see your challenge. So you can actually add drum sounds, you can actually add voice sound, or you can make your keys play with your keyboard. So instead of clicking on the keys, you can actually use this sprite where the key is pressed. So you come there, when this space is pressed, you can come over here and pick which letter of your key you want to be pressed on your keyboard. So it plays what you add this play note sound under it. So instead of when the sprite is clicked, it can be when each key. So when you press a key on your keyboard, plays that note. So for those that want to feel and use the keyboard like a real piano, you can do that. So I'll be waiting for your project. Thank you. If you have any question, you can actually reach out to me. Thank you, and see you in the next project.